Simpson. And Japan have gone absent without lead. This is Whitmore. Hall and Gale both available. It's still Whitmore. It is the Reggaeboyz who take the lead.
Ball chat.
Greetings, football lovers. Welcome to BCN Sports Ball Chat Weekly. I am Benton along with the family. George, Wagwan family, how you stay? I think it's too early for all of that, Junior. We expected, no one expected Tottenham to win this game. And it didn't happen.
After 45 minutes, though, were you worried about them?
No, I was never worried. Mikel Arteta and Arsenal are at the wheel. The Gunners, them line up for Tottenham. It's not Tottenham them should worry about. Alright, but this is true, one game at a time. Alright, Ball Chat Weekly family, welcome to BCN Sports Ball Chat Weekly, the show where we review the week that was in the world of football, some of the major news, jam-packed show, not London Derby, EPL stories, some of the other stories coming out of the EPL and scores, table, etc. All that we'll look at the EPL. La Liga, Barcelona back at the top after Real Madrid dropped the soap against Osasuna. We'll take a deep dive in that game on what happened to Real Madrid in that game. MLS weekend, Junior. MLS kicked off this weekend, and the man himself, the general, Lionel Messi, is in the crosshairs as Lionel Messi. Did he enter the officials' locker room, Junior, or did he not? Lionel Messi at halftime seemed to charge the officials into a restricted area. MLS put out a statement saying it's not a restricted area. We'll get our thoughts on that one. Jamaican Premier League and Jamaican Football Report. The Reggaeboyz, another friendly game. Jamaican Premier League scores currently going on. Junior, something strange is happening. Harbour View is leading Montego Bay United. Strange. We start off with the Premier League, English Premier League. The game of the weekend probably. Not London Derby. New man Igor Tudor, new coach, same treatment of Spurs. New manager, it doesn't matter, same beating, same defeat. Arsenal continue the impressive run over Spurs. Your thoughts on this game, family? Can't hear you well, Junior. Hold on. Good talk there. Very important. That must be. Yeah, I'm hearing you. So it's my fault. Thank you so much, family. Thank you. It's my fault. I am here messing around. Junior, how are you doing? Talk again for people. Say people.
I'm good, and you know what, Benton. Ever since I said today that I was going to support the Gunners, you are doing what the Tottenham Hotspur people did.
I muted your mic. I definitely did. You were waxing lyrically about Eberiche Eze, and I muted your mic. No, it was an accident, but it happened.
You're such a cold spur.
Big up Josh Soldier for telling us. Big up.
Big up Josh Soldier. Yeah, so Eberiche Eze got his opportunity. Eberiche Eze got his opportunity to signal his arrival at Arsenal. And I am happy for him. he had a rough start at Arsenal in terms of getting opportunities. I think all he needed was the opportunity. He got the opportunity. And Arsenal is seeing healthy returns. Now, I don't like the fact that it seems like it's Odegaard or Eze. Somehow you must be able to play both together, but that's a conversation for another day. However, Tottenham, Igor, I know we're going to talk about his post-match presser. We had the video. We discussed about it. I have to now wonder, do these coaches have subscriptions to Peacock or whatever, Sky or whatever? Like,
I don't know if they have
coach?
Peacock
Do you
in
really
his
need to
territory.
coach Tottenham in all? Do you really need to coach Tottenham in order to know how limited Tottenham is, both mentally and physically? How is this?
Just Soul just said I need to hear when Junior said what Junior says about that beautiful match. Moments away from signing with Tottenham, instead puts 5 in on them in 2 games.
He's talking about Eze.
Yeah,
remember,
imagine
was supposed
that.
to be-
And I mean, we seriously didn't think Everich Eze was even going to go to Tottenham. Can't be serious.
I mean, it would have been a possibility, and here's why. Because Tottenham was in the Champions League,
Yes,
right? They won.
They still are.
Well, yeah, but I'm talking about at the time when Eze is making his decision.
Okay.
And all it means though is for Thomas Frank to sell a dream or sell an idea that you company will make this Champions League position more consistent. Right? You are the missing piece. So you come in, I think we have a real legitimate chance of playing in the top 5 or finishing in the top 5. Just come over to us. And then somehow Arteta and Arsenal swapped in and took them from his rivals, his crosstown rivals. But I think he had a great game. I think Arsenal on the whole, they were nervous. There were some nervy moments. There were some poor passes which led to the goal for Tottenham. But then second half, it's almost like Igor and Tottenham says, what the hell? We don't deserve to be on the field with this team that is chasing the Premier League title. You know what? Go ahead, Arsenal. We will lay down and play dead.
Junior, regarding the Eberechi Eze thing, I fundamentally his transfer at the time
Right.
and the rumors around him joining Spurs. I fundamentally believe that was a scam by his agent to get more money, a bigger deal out of him. Because Crystal Palace finished 12th in the Premier League last year. Tottenham finished 17th. You are go from a 12th place team to a 17th place team, and you still none of them now win trophy. If Eberechi Eze had signed for Tottenham, is a low ambition baller. Because you now win trophy.
Okay.
Not to say
But
you go Arsenal go win trophy, but you're closer
Right.
to you're closer to trophy. Man City never want you. Liverpool don't want you. Well, Liverpool might want it, but the money
it's
run
all
out.
about it. No, but it's all about opportunity. It's all about the plan. You're selling the plan. Now the question now should be, what was the plan that was sold to Eze by Arsenal? That is what I want to know. Because if Eze prefers to play on the right wing, there's no way he's coming to Arsenal and looking at Bukayo Saka and think he's going to just come in or compete for that right wing spot. So which position was he sold on? Is he playing that position? Is he getting that opportunity? What is stopping him from getting that opportunity? That's what I want to know. I'm curious to know.
I think, and I don't have any evidence to support this, but just looking on how he has used this player. Big up BM, big up. I think basically he was brought in to really kind of squeeze Martin Odegaard and in addition offer some backup and support to Odegaard. Because again, at the end of the day, Arsenal had moments last year when Odegaard was out injured and they were shaky at best. So here's another player, but that's the flexibility that you get with Eberechi Eze. He can play he can play a left wing, he can play the left wing, and he can play in a 10. Now, I am not a coach, but I'm a keyboard coach. And I honestly believe that Eberechi Eze and Martin Odegaard should be on the field more often together. And I think that Leandro Trossard or whosoever is playing left wing need to go hold a seat. This is why you have big money transfers. This is why you have big ballers. And Eberechi Eze is a big baller. Martin Odegaard is a general when it comes to be able to pull in the passes. Those players need to be on the field. But you don't need them on the field against Spurs. So, this is just Tottenham. You don't need them. But the question is, no, you can't just run them out in a big game as an experimental and hope that it works. You need to try it in one of these useless, meaningless, know you're going to win games so they can be on the same page. Because you want all your big guns on the field together to give you a chance to win games and win games emphatically.
Right. I agree.
BM says, I still don't think Arsenal will win the PP. Look at you, BM. BM says he still don't think they're going to win it, Junior. And maybe it's fair to say that because we have seen this tour before, but we have to say until they do it, then
we just watch the ride. That's what all I'm saying is just watch the ride because I think it's March 18th or April, one of those games. Arsenal travel to the Etihad. That's the game circling on everybody's calendar right now. So if both teams stay true to form, that's going to be must-watch TV. So
big up Patience. Patience is always his dream, as in Eberechi Eze, to play for the Gunners.
Yes, but opportunity is also necessary. So yes, you can have a dream to play for Arsenal, but the opportunity has to present itself. And the fact that Arsenal transferred him in, Arsenal sees some opportunities that they can create for him. It's just that we haven't seen it up until now. But you might be onto something. Maybe he's an alternative to Odegaard. I don't know. I would rather say Saka, Odegaard, and Eze on the field together in a flat 3. So in that 4-2-3-1 formation, put Odegaard and Eze and Saka together and say you guys figure it out. Eze will figure himself out on the left wing. He's a footballer. So
he's a footballer. All right. Now to the Spurs side of things. And not the question is related to Spurs, but it has a bit of Arsenal because the nervousness. There is this talk of Arsenal being nervous and shaky heading into this game, right? The Spurs stadium announcer over the PA system said, quote, at the beginning of the game trying to rally the crowd, says, quote, they are worried, they are nervous as hell, we are calm, we are ready, the fire is ready to be lit, end quote. So Spurs stadium PA announcer was trying to latch on to this nerve situation after the Wolves game, after the game against Brentford. How did Arsenal pass that test, that nerves test that's been in this North London derby today?
All right, so using the analogy of a test, right? Arsenal didn't pass the test. The test just didn't present itself. And what I mean by that is, no, seriously. What I mean by that is, look at the goal that Arsenal gave up, that Kolo is latched on to and finished, right? And look at the other opportunities that were created by Tottenham. They were created off Arsenal miscues or Arsenal errors. Declan Rice had a horrible game. So if we're looking at it from holistically and say, from a holistic point of view and say, forget about the score. Arsenal is at the top of the table. Tottenham is flirting with relegation. Is the gap that wide between both teams? And if
Yes.
it is, fine, it is.
It
I
is.
mean, sure it
The,
is. But there
the
were
gap between both
moments.
teams is wide like the
Yeah,
River Nile.
but there were moments though where if Tottenham had a little bit more class, if Tottenham had a little bit more just special ability, or not special ability, but a
Or
little bit
just a
more,
little confidence in about the business.
how all of those fit, they could have made Arsenal pay.
Yeah.
How many times did Rhea had to come off his line in the first half quickly to clear out a ball? So I can see where an Arsenal fan or Arsenal hater or somebody that's trying to troll Arsenal can still find opportunities in this game to get at them, right? And for Igor and Tottenham, it is not all bad. It's not all bad. I think when we watch the game, we talked about it during the watch along. Why is Tottenham playing four central midfielders on the field together? There's no wit. They had no wit in the game. But the youth them fight, they played hard. You saw in 45 minutes what they could do. The core of the team can do. Right? And then the second 45, they just got yakarezed.
You know what? For Arsenal and Arsenal fans, I will say this. And I know you are a gooner now, Junior. I will say this to you and your group. This is good. This is good after the recent drop points.
Right.
Win football games. And that's the simple message that Mikel Arteta had to his group going into the game. Win the game. I don't care how you win it, just win the game. And bottom line, not only they won the game, they won it in style. Now, whether Tottenham want to test them or put up a fight, that's not for Arsenal to worry about. Arsenal achieved their objective, and their bottom line is just to win. And I think, after yesterday's game with Newcastle versus Man City, we'll get to that later on. A box much needed check after, because if you drop points again in this game, then you will be 3 points ahead of Man City, and yeah, we know how that go.
Yeah.
Over on the Spurs side, Mr. Igor, you mentioned it, the new manager over at Tottenham. BM spoke at length about it in our watch along. By the way, big up to those on the live. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to smash the like button. So the content can get to new audience and reach new heights. BM, big up yourself. BM spoke at length about this in the watch along. Kolo Muani started. He scored a goal, but Junior, Igor in his post-match press conference, the new manager spoke about, we all have to look in the mirror. This is just have a change of habits but Junior, I think we all can agree. I would think that we can agree that Kolo Muani is probably third in the depth chart over Tottenham when it comes to strikers.
Yeah.
So if it did Kolo Muani started excellently in training, if we all need to look in the mirror, how does Kolo Muani start? Yes, he did score over Richarlison and Solanke. Richarlison didn't look too happy when he was brought on late in that game. He looked like his facial expression was like, yo, bro, let's just go.
Yeah, I won't question Igor's selection. I don't think it's that egregious. Because, fine, I agree, and up until today, Kolo Muani had scored 0 goals for Tottenham, right?
Yeah.
But if you look at it from the other perspective, do you think Richarlison and Solanke playing more? Do you think that they would have been much higher in the table?
So a couple of things we want to highlight. That when we talk about Richarlison, we know Solanke is a goal threat. And we know that BM highlighted the stats. Kolo Muani no score no goal.
Right.
In 18 games. Well, prior to today. But Wolverhampton was physical with Arsenal. And Arsenal gave up a goal at the death. one thing we know Richarlison throughout his career will and have done is physical football play, especially with Saliba and Gabriel being nervy after we saw what Gabriel did one night in the game against Wolverhampton. So if I am Igor, I know this is Monday morning quarterback. I want the most physical players on this field against this team. Right. And Kolomoani doesn't check that box for me.
I agree. It doesn't. He looks the part, He looks the part of a striker. He carries himself like a confident striker. But then things just don't fall in his way. So you were confident. Look.
BM said Kolomoani. It's the same player. PSG paid 95 million euros for a few years. That's just insane. Insane.
That's it. That Arsenal Goodwin.
So I guess my thing is that what I try to figure out is that the new manager didn't really wrap himself in any sort of. I try to find a word. It's not glory. He don't give no confidence in the Spurs fan base, and I'm not gonna another Spurs fan with his decision making, and then come to the press conference saying that post-match press conference that we all have to look in the mirror. We need to change our habits. What? What you talking about? You have a team that Wolverhampton pushed to the rope. The worst team in the Premier League. And take a point off her.
But is he lying?
Junior, Wolverhampton. So tell me, if Wolverhampton take a point off Arsenal, Spurs cannot be more competitive? Under a new manager?
No, because Arsenal is 15 or how much points space above them? No.
Junior, Wolverhampton took a point off Arsenal. And Wolverhampton also equally. Arsenal escaped in the reverse fixture with an own goal. So maybe just a matchup thing. But Brentford also took a point off Arsenal. Here you are as a new manager, Junior. There is normally this thing that said new manager bounce. One thing you should run in is light a fire, and your team, aka, should be demonstrating a level of intensity and energy that you say you're going to demand of this group. I didn't say that today.
But the new manager bounce is dependent on strong relationship building. It's dependent on the players happy that the last coach is gone. We don't know if we don't know how much of them support. So there's too much questions around them. Look, Igor, you had an opportunity to put a name on a statue or something somewhere. That opportunity is gone. They should have already done practice today. No, sorry. They should have already done. They're going to practice tomorrow, or they have day off tomorrow, and then fall back Tuesday. And just play out the game. Play out the games. You can't. I think we talk too much on Tottenham. Arsenal win them game. Move on. You're one step closer. Win out. You win the Premier League title. That's it. Win every game and win the Premier League title. Every game that you drop points, those points start weighing on you because it's getting closer and closer to the end. Kind of like what you talk about with City.
Junior, Tottenham is sitting in 16th position, 4 points above relegation.
So?
All right. Let's head over to the other side of the title race. Man City secured a 2-1 victory over Newcastle. Yeah. It looked a bit nervous here. Pep Guardiola said he told the players to take a few days off, enjoy a few daiquiris, caparinas, and put your feet up and return for a mud run. Sounds a bit unlike Pep there, Junior, telling the players to enjoy a few cocktails.
Yeah, because times have changed. And they're playing a crazy schedule. And Pep, and rightfully so, one thing Pep is reactionary. He's more proactive. So if he sees and senses things are wildering amongst his club, you send him up a holiday. Tell him to go relax himself and forward back. I like it. I like the idea. I like the plan.
I am
That is
certain
something that
if
should have been
they
done.
dropped points yesterday, they would have been back to training. But they won the game 2-1 after
Yeah.
all. Your thoughts on that football game? 2-1 victory over Newcastle.
Newcastle is the perfect villain in the football movie. They're not guaranteed to win anything, but they stay relative enough to finish off at a high spot and make their games mean something, right? And it is to me it was one of those things. It was one of those games where I felt like Man City was going to win, even when they got shaky. Even when Donnarumma had to make some pretty and timely saves and make some good saves. Even when you saw possession switching over to Man City and Newcastle pumping balls into the back post. All of that, I still maintain confident that that City was going to win.
I mean, the thing that struck me yesterday was just how much Man City celebrated at the end when they won that football game. I mean, it really. It almost seems like they celebrated thinking that the trophy is theirs to. Well, it's also in their hands, but I was a bit surprised by the level of celebration. We saw an image circling around with Donnarumma hugging Erling Haaland. Erling Haaland was back there in the box defending for his life. You know, so I was very surprised. Very surprised.
And it shows that Haaland enjoys the chase. That's what that shows. And the chase of the game, chase of the title. He's enjoying it. He's not backing away from it and not shying away from it. And that to me make Man City dangerous. 'Cause remember, that's what we talked about earlier. The Man City of old, in my opinion, needed everything to work in their favor to win a game. Right? Now you can have something wrong. You can have some family member not here. You can have some player not here. You can have no, all of those adversities are not throwing them off.
I see things differently on this one. I think this Man City team has a soft underbelly. Now,
Okay.
and yesterday's grinding out victory will serve them well. That really will help that soft underbelly to get a little bit stronger. You know, but they will be tested, and let's see how much yesterday's victory will carry them. Let's see.
All right, boss. We'll see.
Let's see how much yesterday's victory will carry them. Because Erling Haaland now scoring a goal, you know. Antoine Semenyo did not look good in that football game. His passing was absolutely horrible. You know, Nico Riley scored 2 goals for them. So we'll see. We will see with this thing. They need to get that brother Doku back as quickly as they can. I'm sure Pep is eagerly chomping at the bit to get him back. And what he does, he offers them something on that left side. Even against, you know, I recall lesser opponent or whatever, but he offers them something.
It spread the team thin. It spreads the opponent thin.
Yeah.
While Barcelona is used to it. I mean, I agree somewhat.
Because I think with Marmoush and Antoine Semenyo, what I saw yesterday, and even though Semenyo did set up, I think
Marmoush.
the cross push Haaland through, and Haaland crossed the ball to the back post when Nico Riley ended up scoring. I think that Marmoush struggled to immediately let go of the ball. And Haaland, when he makes his run, he's looking for it and he's not getting it. And as a forward, you used to play a forward, so you know how it is. You get frustrated after a while. Yeah.
And this is where the coach have to be smart and deploy players in certain areas to supplement your best player or supplement your highest value player, right? Because if I try to think like because it sound like you expect gunners to gun them down. That's what I think I'm hearing from you.
It's a toss-up.
You still think it's a toss up?
I still think it's a toss-up. I
Okay.
still think that, in the past when Man City hit a certain part of the season when they won the Premier League, you say it's a wrap. It's an absolute wrap. Them start. It's like machine. Them just a rinse. Out at check out victories, and when you go to the Etihad, Newcastle just prepare to take a beating and go in the yard. And that did not happen yesterday. And so I know I'm hearing Pep Guardiola telling man to take a few days off. I think Pep Guardiola said, Bridge, we're still in the title race. So it's a toss up between these two teams. And I will say this, I think at this stage Arsenal can and are in the favorite to win this trophy. We'll circle
Yes,
back.
and I would say pending that game in the Etihad.
Because I think Arsenal can still go to Etihad and take a thing if the soft and the belly Man City show up.
Yeah.
All right, other EPL results. Junior, Chelsea 1-1 with Burnley. Not a red card for the Chelsea team. Of course, some racism again, online racism. Hannibal Medjebri and Wesley Fafana. I have to close my eye if I remember to pronounce that one name. Both reported racism abuse or racial abuse online, so they sent it down. The FA is investigating. 1-1 with Chelsea and Burnley. Julian, same time to talk about racism. It's been a week like that. Wolves also, their player put out, so all these teams put out statement. Wolverhampton also put out statement about Tolu Arokodere, who was also, who received racist messages. Junior, touch that one if you want,
I don't want to touch it
You
because
tired of talking about racism. You know what? But a racist. Let's get rid of all the racists. And, as Junior said, let's take the oxygen out of it. Whatever society want to do to rectify this problem, but it's a long-running problem in the sport and in society on a whole. So, I don't know. And let's see. It's, leadership of these clubs and of this football FA. Let's see what the investigation find out. Also Chelsea drop points. Aston Villa also drop points. 1-1 with Leeds.
yeah. Speaking of Leeds, I didn't see Arteta ever come. No, believe it alone. Believe it. I'm a good at Benton.
Junior, let it go. Manchester United play tomorrow.
Well, yeah. It's a
Manchester
must-win
United
game for
plays-
Manchester United.
Plays Everton tomorrow.
Everton, yeah.
Yeah. So Aston Villa rightfully so out of the title race. We can call it. The coach did rightfully predicted it. So they're not in the title race. They're officially out in my book. Brighton 2-0 over Brentford. Fulham 3-1 over Sunderland. And Liverpool a 1-0 victory over the new man over Nottingham Forest, Victor Pereira Jr. Victor Newman in a different place. Same treatment over there.
What? That man lay down and take beat up?
I mean, Liverpool probably shouldn't let this team drag out this game. The goal came in what? The 90-something minute, 93rd
97th
minute?
minute. Yeah.
Somewhere around
97th
here.
minute. Yeah, 97. That's crazy. That crazy game. And is McAllister the player that they want to sell off seemingly to Real Madrid, which is weird.
No, but there are levels to this thing, Junior.
Okay, all right.
There are levels to this. If it's not seemingly Liverpool want to sell him, but if Real Madrid comes calling and McAllister wants to go, then yeah, it's a go. I mean, they're big clubs. Real Madrid's a bigger club than Liverpool. The Liverpool fans are gonna disagree, but it's a bigger club. It's a bigger club than Man United. It's a bigger club. So it's just big club.
Liverpool is a bigger club than Man
No,
United.
I said Real Madrid. Real Madrid is a bigger club than them.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Real
We
Madrid.
don't-
They're
we don't
called the
talk-
Royal Whites for a reason.
They have the brand, they have the playing results, and they have that photogenic sense to them. They are.
You want when you win, you want 15 Champions League trophy. You don't take much to recruit top talent.
You are your own fan too.
Exactly. You know what? It's funny enough because them get hitched up by Osasuna yesterday, so it's so perfect. Looking at the EPL standing though, but do you think Forest will stay up with this new?
No. Nope.
No, so
Forest-
weird. So why are you just emphatic now? Is it based on
The owner and the
dislike
way
for
treat people.
Marinakas,
Yes.
or are you just
Yes. And even if he gets even if they get the magic hatch to open to get out, that squad is too gutted. Both physically and emotionally, they are spent. So
Yeah, but at the end of the day, then, you just win football games. You're sitting right now in the No, I said it very easily, but it's easier said than done. You're sitting in 17th possession, 2 points above West Ham, and you still have to play them, so you beat them.
I'm looking at the table right now who Leeds have played against. And I will give you guys my official. Hold on. Say Forest.
You look at the table and you open your eyes. What? It's like I said, weird. All right, Julia, go ahead. Your official prediction. 13 games left in the season?
Yeah. Question. You accept Burnley and Wolves, God, right? No coming back for Burnley and Wolves, right?
No, it's not 13 games left in the season. 11 games for Man City and 10 for Arsenal.
So do we accept that Burnley and Wolves gone? There's only one spot, relegation spot leaving to fight for, right?
Yeah, I think Wolves. Yeah, Wolves is cooked. There's no way you Wolves have to make up a minimum of 17 points to get to that 17 to that number 17 position. No, no. You play 28 games and you got 10 points. There's no way you're gonna get 17 points in the remaining 10 games.
So them gone. Gone.
Wolves gone.
All right. So
And Burnley gone too.
Burnley and Wolves gone. So now we are at West Ham, Nottingham Forest, and Tottenham.
Yes.
One of those three teams gone.
And I
Have to
think
go down.
Leeds can get dragged into it too.
That's why you hear me say Leeds earlier. We look and say wait. But West Ham have to make up 6 points to get to Leeds. I don't see that happening where West Ham win 2 games and Leeds lose 2. So,
So Leeds play Man City next weekend.
ay, ay, ay. So, West Ham and Forest and Tottenham. Why, Igor? You better straighten up the thing fast, brother, because you're only 4 points adrift. Aye. We don't know. More to come on that. More to come on that. And you see Nottingham Forest last month though. I think they visit Chelsea, host Newcastle, visit Old Trafford, and host Bournemouth.
Repeat that again because I was trying to pull up the schedule.
Sure.
Please.
Their last month, they visit Chelsea, host Newcastle, visit Old Trafford, and then host Bournemouth.
And this is Nottingham Forest schedule.
Last 4 games, yeah, May 2nd to May 24th. That's hell.
Yeah, Nottingham Forest. So, alright, so based on the evidence though. So wait, so Victor is probably a manager who just salts so because he was the one who was coaching Wolves.
Yeah.
What a man love take up crosses for him head, man. I mean, come on. You can't make this thing up.
But in all fairness, though, the gamble that it takes, because if your team, let's come on, use the real world example, but forget. Let's use the real world example. You come in and rescue them. You will be held at a pedestal. It's a gamble. It's a risk worth taking. If Nottingham Forest still get relegated, does it hurt Victor's resume? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think his agent will be able to negotiate other opportunities for him. But if they were able to survive the year, and when all of these pundits, everybody have them conversation and, I remember when West Ham was down a gully, them fire 2 coaches in 1 year. They bring back this money. Them have to take away him. All of these things, and at the end of the day, the great survival occurred. Right? They made it back in the Premier League next year. Now the coach will look at the board and say, up the funds, up the personal funds, because I've shown to all of these teams that have your team from last year, playing where your team played last year. I've shown what I can do if given the opportunity. So it's a risk worth taking, I think. I really do think it's a risk worth taking. But what do you think?
Yeah, man. What more you can do? Just make sure you put a payout clause if terminated early in the contract. I would take any one of these coaching roles as long as we incorporate sack me early and pay me out.
Yeah.
So West Ham will travel to Liverpool next weekend.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know which Liverpool going to show up.
It's sticky. It's sticky upon these teams. I want to check out see who lose the most.
Yeah.
When going towards the end of the season, or who is playing the best football now.
Yeah.
Because going into that last month.
Yeah. And at the top of the table, next weekend, Arsenal will face Chelsea. Chelsea will travel to the Emirates. There was a time gone when this match was a big match, but I mean, I don't know what Chelsea will show up. I mean,
nobody knows what. I don't even think the coach Rossinier knows which Chelsea going to show up either. He's learning their split personalities. and learning their different cues. And maybe if we sit down and analyze the video, analyze every stare, every blink, every touch I hear, whatever, you might be able to pick up some code he must send to people outside the world. Come save me, please.
So I don't know. I mean, it could be a tricky match for the Gunners. So they have to prepare accordingly. Every game right now, you have to prepare accordingly. Leave nothing.
Yeah.
You know, Man City will travel to Ellen Road versus Leeds. They don't want to take that one likely either. So it's a tricky fixture period. And a business end of the season. I know you win trophy.
Yep.
No, you win
Yep.
trophy.
Yep.
No, you win trophy. All right. Heading over to La Liga, family. We just quite quickly touch La Liga. Well, let's pull up the scores from La Liga here in a minute. But the big story coming out of La Liga this weekend was the fact that Real Madrid suffered a shock defeat against Osasuna. Your thoughts on that game? Coach Alvaro Arbiola says we were better than them, or we are the better team. But I mean, at the end of the day, the score sheet says something different.
Yeah, but isn't this a train wreck we saw coming from a mile away?
I mean, I don't even know. You know, all right,
So
we can
what it is,
say that
La Liga getting competitive all of a sudden. That's where we're going with this.
I can say, all right. I think
But there, I'm still here. I'm still here.
I think the point is that maybe Real Madrid with Alvaro Arbiola is not expected to. He's not the right man, right? Is that the position you take?
No, I'm taking the position that I don't think Real Madrid have the right players. That's the position I'm taking. I think you have some players there that there's a requirement for chemistry. There's a requirement for cohesion, right? And I don't think the players not necessarily hate each other. I don't think there's hate there, but I think that there's more eyes or individuals. I.
Yeah,
And they are
yeah,
conditioned to think that the I is greater than the we.
yeah,
And I think what Carlo Ancelotti was able to do, and we said it on the show. We said it on the show when there were rumblings that Real Madrid wanted to move on, and Carlo Ancelotti, they're getting tired of the last minute comeback wins. You remember all of the little rhetoric that was coming out, and how they never like what was going on at City at Real Madrid at the time. Well, now the cow now knows what the use of the tail was, so that they have lost it. And what Carlo Ancelotti did was figured out a way to make all the individuals move in the same direction. And that to me is the worst kind of team to play against. Because if there's no documented symmetry amongst them, they don't show up and play ball. And I think that's what Jude Bellingham benefited from. I think Vinny and especially next Brazilian. Any name?
Rodrigo.
Rodrigo. I think that's what they benefited from. They had their space, they had their time, and they could just do what they want and give up the ball when they're ready, because behind them was always protected. I think losing Modric and losing the German
Yeah, Tony Cruz.
Tony Cruz, they have not replaced them. They have not replaced. You brought in physical bodies, but the mental side of football that is needed is not there, and that's what we're seeing happening right now.
Yeah, you know, they're missing Jude Bellingham in this stretch. Rodrigo was not also available. Jude is out injured. I think La Liga is gonna be a seesaw battle running,
Yes.
because Barcelona has shown enough vulnerabilities round our back to know that
Yeah.
there will be opportunities there.
Yep.
I think Alvaro Arbiola and Real Madrid have bigger fish to fry, aka more important things, and that is a game.
That the Premier League title? That the La Liga
than the
title?
La Liga title. The important bigger fish to fry is the Champions League.
Champions League.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this game against Benfica this week is more important than the Osasuna game. And I kind of expected him to kind of maybe rest some of the players more and kind of just ease off. But, Arbiola try to get the job long term. So he wants to try win as many trophies if possible. So if he can pull a double, he can then talk to management. Florentino Perez says, yo, I deserve this job more long term. So, Barcelona victorious over La Liga, and this stopped the bleeding because Barcelona was in a spot of bother.
Yeah. And they had their midweek. What was it? Villarreal that beat them?
So, Girona beat them.
All right, Girona.
Girona defeated them. Girona defeated them 2-1, I think. And of course,
That was
prior to that,
Tuesday.
Atletico Madrid did butter bruise them in a Copa del Rey. So,
In the Copa, right.
You know.
I remember I said 7 days from now, we're going to have a discussion. At the time, last week's show, I said, let us see how Barcelona recover, right? And I'm willing to say that they have done well enough not to put themselves in a dundrum, but I'm not willing to say that they are 100% ready for go. So Atletico Madrid is not, and the reason why I call up Atletico Madrid name is you need a third wheel. So it's just Real Madrid versus Barcelona. Atletico Madrid is them. They are distant cousins. They are not a factor. We agree on that, right?
yes.
So
Barca up by a point. Real Madrid second. Villarreal in third. Atleti fourth. 48 points. Barca
and
leading with
Barcelona
60.
have a super goal difference. Their goal difference.
very
they're plus
far.
9.
Plus what? Plus 12. Plus 11 difference, right?
Yeah.
Between them and Real Madrid.
So button up the hatches. And is there any more? Let me look and see. When is the next El Clasico? That's
there's
in
one
May.
more.
May 10th.
There's one more.
May 10th.
The
Real
trophy
Madrid
might be
travel
decided
to-
by then.
No. That's just 1, 2, 3, 4. That's just 8, 9 games away. Plus both teams in the Champions League. Well, we're gonna see how Real Madrid fare.
yeah.
But it'll be exciting finish. Let me see. Real Madrid in the month of May they play Espanyol, Barcelona, Real Oviedo, Sevilla, and they finish against Athletic Club.
And people, Junior is sleepy because he was out late last night at Bleach, their road.
I'm a good one. But yeah.
But they suffered a defeat against Osasuna. So, I mean, La Liga is just, they will figure it out. It's between the two of them. I think for both of these teams, the real target is Champions League.
No, Benton. No.
The real target for both of the Football Club Barcelona cannot continue this level of, win a La Liga title and this level of financial. The big money is Champions League. That's where the money is. This level of financial issues. They can't continue that level. You don't sign Hansel Flick and sign Danny Olmo and sign Rafinha and all these big players. So I will bet that Football Club Barcelona, ideally, like any team, would love to win the treble. But they would, they are willing to sacrifice the La Liga and win Champions League to win the Champions League because that is the ultimate prize. Because financially, that's where the big windfall
is. It's a very good payday to win the Champions League. Very good payday, right? But it's also a very good payday. It's this is the problem. This is the problem with the con because it's hard. I'm trying to disagree with you, but this is the problem with this conversation. Real Madrid and Barcelona is not at threat of not making it to the Champions League, so they are going to get that Champions League qualification money regardless, right?
Yes.
Over in England or other leagues, you have a little bit more parity. So right now you're talking about just winning Champions League. Both of them is in the knockout round. Both of them is going to get the Champions League qualification money next year. Both of them going to get the whatever, however far they reach in the Champions League. Barcelona is going to make more money, right? And I think it's something like I think I know when they check it out. And I think it's something like 100 and something million pounds or something like that for win the Champions League or to qualify for the Champions League.
Whatever it is, Barcelona need the money. Barcelona needs the money.
So you are telling me that qualifying for the Champions League, getting that Champions League qualification money, finishing top 2 in the La Liga, and doing that couple years in a row can't get them out the red?
No. Barcelona pull levers. They mortgage the future already for big investments. They made a deal with Spotify. They did a significant stadium upgrade. So all of them investments are now supposed to start pay off, this coming season or but the Champions League is an essential part. This Club World Cup also is another thing. I mean, because there's a lot of money in the Club World Cup pot. So, right. Barcelona winning the Champions League is the big thing. And I don't know if Hansi Flick is the man for the job. So, all of that aside, I think La Liga is just, it's between one of them. Them can flip a coin or whatever. Them will win it between Real Madrid and Barcelona. One of them will ultimately win it. And that's the lack of depth in this league. Athletic, Villarreal or others won't come to the party. And for solid reason. Even though Athletic does have significant investments. But for solid reason, the other clubs can't really compete on that level, right? They don't have the resources as those clubs. So, and with that being said, it's just the Champions League for them teams, yeah. For Real Madrid and Barcelona. Just the Champions League.
I think finishing above the other is the goal.
Is the motivator?
I think that's a motivational factor. So if Barcelona wins La Liga and get knocked out of the Champions League semi-final, while Real Madrid only make it to quarterfinals, I don't think they care any less about not winning the Champions League that year. They feel good that year.
Yeah, until the club president show you the books.
and then
them have to sell a piece of grass. I rent a piece of grass to make a money.
And aren't they doing presidential elections coming up soon?
Yeah, elections coming up March 14. I mean, Juan Laporta is expected to, when he did demit office, or is it March 13, somewhere around there. He did demit office as required by the football club Barcelona constitution prior to the election. So so he's expected to regain office. Yeah. So,
no surprises can be sprung. That's what you said.
No. Not. You think I just regular political election or just governmental election ballot get stuff? Not that I'm saying that occurs. All right.
So one last thing. So I gave you Real Madrid's May, Barcelona's May, Osasuna, the El Clasico. They play Alaves, Real Betis, and Valencia.
So, regarding Barcelona, they play Copa del Rey return leg against Atletico Madrid. In
Put
the
that down.
on Tuesday.
Yeah.
If somehow they overturn this game, if somehow Cholo and it's 5-0, 4-0 in the first leg. If next week if it has known to happen, Junior.
Actually, the second leg is March 3rd.
Yeah.
2
Oh,
weeks
it's
from-
not this week. It's March 3rd.
No,
Okay. I'm
March
getting
3rd.
ahead of myself.
So they play Villarreal next week. Saturday. Next Saturday. Then they host Atletico Madrid at the new Camp Nou.
Yeah. So if they somehow turn over that tie, Atletico Madrid will have some explaining to do. Cholo Simeone will have some explaining to do.
Well, you did say that they're not run for stuff ballot back. So, and you did say,
Now I did say you think a political election, governmental election, alone ballot box
Right.
and stuff.
and you did say they have a big debt.
The man them have money. Yeah, I mean them need
They have
need
money problems, right? So
Need
if
money.
Atletico Madrid come in and say, look, I can't clear your debt, no, brother, but I can help you take one player off your books by giving you this money. Whole little kind of, okay, what do I have to do for this? I mean, there's nothing wrong with giving up the biggest something that I say. Just take with yourself.
No, not Cholo. Not Cholo.
What do you mean by that, Cholo?
Cholo not getting bought out.
First of all, Barcelona can't come back. You're talking about if Barcelona going to come back. Barcelona can't come back.
Yeah, I mean
So it done. I mean, I'm just trying to be an asshole and try to put Laporta in more hot water because FIFA might come buzzing. Da da dee da da da.
all right, over to Champions League, second leg coming up because Junior pushed up against the clock. Second leg games coming up this week. Atletico Madrid versus Club Brugge, Leverkusen, Olympiacos, Inter, Bodø/Glimt, and of course Real Madrid versus Benfica. Can Benfica and Jose Mourinho do the unthinkable here?
I mean, we talk about if Ariola is the right guy for Real Madrid. We talk about Real Madrid having inconsistencies. We talk about Real Madrid getting them penny pop. We talk about Real Madrid having team issues and blah blah blah. And then now I'm going to turn around and say no, they have no chance. Benfica have no chance of winning.
But this is still emotional Jose Mourinho.
It is. Well, so the emotion can either hurt or help, right?
Yes.
And we don't know what there might be a resolution from the racism probe
With the
by
investigation.
them.
Okay.
So how much does that affect them? But with all that being said, nah. I don't think Real Madrid can win Champions League this year, but Benfica is not the team that's going to stop them.
It's that knockout phase of the competition. You get hot, anything can happen. And Inter Milan versus Bodø/Glimt need to figure out something. Something not right over there. So if somehow Inter Milan does not overturn this tie, then I would sack Christian Chievo right there and then at Inter Milan. That is foolishness. 3-1 from the first leg. You're leading the Scudetto pretty comfortably by approximately 10 points or so. You have one thing to zero in and laser focus on is the Champions League. And a team from the North Pole eliminate you?
I think we reach a stage now where we need to have like emotional support animals for players as well because the Champions League team. We are the champions.
Yeah.
Da, da, da. You never know. Inter Milan players might suffer from PTSD when they hear that's the Champions League anthem with what happened last year. I still don't think they've recovered from that PSG bosses. I still don't think they have fully recovered. So you might think it's a big like wow, I never saw this coming. Them losing 3-1.
But
I
Junior,
think I think
this
the
is
players
Bodo
that
Glint.
it doesn't matter. I said it Wednesday, and I'm after I'm trying to say it again. I don't think Inter Milan has fully recovered from that hiding from
They,
PSG.
they're leading the league comfortably.
Yeah, well, Napoli has fallen off.
And I mean, all right. So they're leading the league because of people falling off. All right.
Yeah.
So you don't see Inter Milan overturning this thing.
No, no, no. Like I said, if they overturn it, something wrong.
At the San Siro.
Like you said, if they overturn it, something is wrong.
If they don't overturn it, something is wrong.
Oh, okay.
That's
All
what
right. So
This is
the first
Bodø/Glimt at
15,
home.
the first 15 minutes will dictate that game. We will know what is going on in that game after the first 15 minutes. If Inter score early, all right, yeah, Bodo Glimt might collect about 5. But if Bodo Glimt can survive till halftime, it's over, man.
Yeah.
Pack it up.
Champions League this week. Second leg action coming on. Stepping away from Champions League family, continue our BCN ball chat weekly. Remember to smash the like button. Junior, we can't exit to yard ballers without discussing this MLS kickoff weekend. You excited? Are you excited about another MLS season? This is what year number whatever.
You know,
Are you excited about the new season that started this weekend? Games are on Apple. What I'm call it, Apple Pass or whatever.
Apple TV.
Apple TV.
Well, I have Apple TV,
I
so
think a Peer TV did up on our one of them thing there.
I
Or
don't know what
Mongo
the hell it's
TV.
on. It's on Mongo TV or you said Mono TV?
Mongo TV.
Oh, okay. I think Vinicius Junior
No, the brother
to
says not
referee.
Mongo him say something else.
Vinicius
Allegedly,
Junior is
according to
about to run to the
ESPN.
referee. But that's a question. No. Unfortunately for me, when the MLS becomes more prominent on my TV, that signal to me that the European season is about to be done. We're approaching the climax of the European season. So, am I looking forward to the MLS? No, I'm not. I'll cover it. I'll watch the scores and I might look at some highlights and laugh. But apart from that, nah.
I mean, and this is somebody I used to go to the games, used to watch the games religiously. Atlanta United is a team that I used to go watch. The team is just an embarrassment now. It's a disgrace. They kicked off the season. Now Tata Martino is back in charge at Atlanta United. It doesn't seem to make a difference. They started the season with a defeat in Cincinnati. The Miguel Almiron experiment. Alright, is a 2.0 now work. It's not working, so that needs to, it's just, yeah. But I think the biggest storyline coming out of this weekend was the Messi situation, whether Lionel Messi entered the referee's locker or the referee's room or restricted area at halftime. MLS says that put out a statement that Messi is cleared. Messi cleared by MLS after review of post-match video. Junior, the video pretty much showed that Messi followed the referee into a room. I don't know if it's a room. MLS says the room is not a restricted room, but he was definitely having issues with the referee. A player looked like Luis Suarez was dragging him back, was holding on to him. I don't know. Messi probably don't know where he should go for his locker room. But MLS came out and said there was no issues. They suffered a 3-0 defeat to LAFC.
LAFC.
Bata Bruiser. A young
I'm privilege is a hell of a thing. That's all I'm saying. Privilege is a hell of a thing. So,
expand on that. What you think Messi broke the rules? I mean, could any other player follow the referee into that room? The referees.
Hell no. No, did Leo Messi break the rules? I'm gonna say no as well, because the rules don't apply to him. But he's expected to. Messi is like a diplomat. He's like a high-ranking diplomat in another country. Remember the whole joke was if you flash your ID, if you flash your diplomat ID, you can't do a crime, them can't arrest you. Remember that's the whole joke, right?
That might be your joke, Junior, not mine.
But that if you flash if you get you're speeding and police pull you over, you flash your diplomat ID, they'll have to let you go. There's no jurisdiction. That's a joke there. But Messi has a diplomat ID. Messi is the MLS. So the referees might want to listen to Messi because he's the one inadvertently signing their checks. We signed to the MLS Cup last year.
BM said Messi can slap a ref in the MLS and he would get away with it. Like Junior said, privilege.
It's privilege. And it is what it is. And look at Caitlin Clark in the WNBA. The players know that Caitlin Clark come in as a cash cow. So she's going to get favorable calls. And I think people understand that with Messi. Because at the end of the day, you have a level of competition that you want to maintain. However, the players have their own livelihood they need to take care of. The referees have their own livelihood they need to take care of. So if Messi want to talk to me and bad me up, yes, sir. Okay, sir. I apologize, sir. Right? Because we don't know. These referees might not even ref another game in America when they're done with them.
Referee said they didn't follow. MLS said no rule, nothing to see here. Nothing to see
here.
Nothing
Wait,
to see.
well, Messi get into the locker room. The referee wanted his autograph, and he said he would come to the locker room after the game with them. So it's okay.
And to be fair, we don't know if he entered the referee's locker room.
He tried, but Suarez
he entered into a room for certain. We don't know which room I'm going to. MLS said it wasn't a restricted area.
But the way Suarez pulling him back door, that was telling.
Yes.
That was telling. So there was a lot of anger there. So
yeah.
Look, Messi is MLS. And we just have to just accept it. There's no word fighting.
It's just like Cristiano Ronaldo is the Saudi Pro League.
Right. So, same thing happened the other day with Ronaldo. So all you have to do now is just realize that that's the hierarchy and you don't belong in those fights. Leave it alone.
And coincidentally, didn't Ronaldo said something the other day that he belongs to the Saudi Pro League or something like that. So I don't know if there was a statement he made or something like, this is my league.
He's just being nice.
BM says at the end of the day, general are general.
Yeah. And they earned it. They earned that respect. They earned that stripe. Now you would expect, on the other hand, given these players this much immunity, they will know how to.
Giving them this much leeway.
It's immunity.
Give them. It's not immunity, brethren. Because wait till them come to Atlanta United. Wait till him fall around here. Because when my ball tackle him, talk about immunity.
No, well, that's within the lines of the game. You're playing the game. That is what MLS ultimately want. We want Messi on the field. We don't want Messi off the field. We don't want a broadcast going on and you see Messi with the tree with them in a skybox. Brother, come off and go in and go on the field. So he has to stay. Messi has to stay young as long as possible.
BM says I thought Suarez was going to leave Inter Miami. I thought so too. But I guess maybe Suarez is learning the coaching role. Cause who knows, Messi might elevate him over Javier. They asked Javier Mascherano yesterday, did you see anything? No, I didn't. So I think Messi and Suarez, I mean, they have a genuine relationship, a genuine friendship, and Luis Suarez, though as old as he is, he can provide some level of mentorship and guidance to the young strikers them they have.
And also to the wing backs. I remember Jamaica have them wing back a play over there too.
All right, so that you see, Junior, I know you just putting a layup. I saw Ian Frey in that game at right back playing for LA against LAFC, and I keep wondering how Ian Frey played in Jamaica's midfield. I even play right back. What name? Bonga.
Yeah.
He almost kill Ian Frey. And Ian Frey, if you're a yard man, not fast. The speed is just sheer speed. Boanga I use run left him. Sheer speed. I mean, I said, come on, Ian. Come on, brother. Come on. Yeah.
No, if that come on Ian Frey, come on JFF. Come on, JFF.
But I mean, it's not come on JFF. I mean, if JFF call him, Ian Frey gonna roll out. No, but I mean, you're a big international baller. At least take your defensive position properly and don't make these people outrun you and embarrass you and style you. The man them have him and drag him and style him like a dolly house. I mean, I say, what go on? Come on, man. I guess he won't make that starting 11 for Coach Speed at this rate.
I mean,
but again, it's opening day, and we're looking forward to see if he improves.
And playing alongside Messi does carry some weight in your own personal ambitions.
Brethren, the man, them play, we not style Jamaica not frightened for man, brethren. We not hype, not put no man on no hype.
Oh, so when Cavalier played against Inter Miami, it was all Cavalier fans in the stands, right?
Yes.
Hey. I hear you, boss.
Here, all right, over to Jamaica Football Report now. It's a nice segue. Reggaeboyz defeated Martinique 2-0, Junior. I was gonna try to locate the score of this game, but I can't find it. I can't find the highlights. I don't know if you were able to see the game or you saw any highlights of the game.
Nope. You know what?
I don't know if they don't have internet coverage.
I'm debating, should I go on this soapbox?
I don't know if they don't have internet coverage or what to make, because I thought this should be an easy stream. Maybe those who have the JFF Live Premium Package subscription saw the game.
Thank you, Benton. So I gave you the layup for Ian Frey. Now you just show me an alley hoop now with this JFF. That's what I was contemplating going in on. The JFF Live situation. They clearly were planning for a World Cup qualification. Everything was built around qualifying for the World Cup right out. Right? Because all of these streaming opportunities that they have right now, they're not taking advantage of. All of these opportunities of creating content for the team, you're not taking advantage of it. But yet you want to put red in a jersey.
You fouled back with this jersey thing again this week.
Oh, it's
The jersey thing up. The jersey thing really piss you off from.
Yo, it's so you throw a punch better. You go right. And then when you stick the right,
you found.
And by the way, around.
Like I asked you the other day, you said JFF can't make the money off a jersey because the deal already sell.
I believe so, yes.
Why JFF can't get some jersey and sell some on the side and make a money?
Because that's a contract that you sign.
Bridget.
So Adidas is your sole proprietor and sole whatever.
JFF, there are ways around things.
Who tell you that?
Junior Pringle will come on stadium, come sell jersey. Junior Pringle is selling these red jerseys. I am charging Junior Pringle a certain fee to sell jerseys at my event, including the cost of XXX. Junior Pringle pass that on to the customers. Deal with that. But you are come sell jerseys at my event. You need to pay me XXX. You pass that on to the customers.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if Junior Pringle don't have connects in a JFF. And I sell jersey. So him get prime spot for sell jersey in a JFF event.
You know what? I'm done with that. Not a full argument that. BM says this, and this is a great thing. Call me a conspiracy theorist, but I think Coach Speed is playing these so-called meaningless friendlies because he thinks certain players may not show up in March. So he has to make sure he has his contingencies laid out. That is a very interesting point of view. Now, common sense will say the coach needs to get some training sessions in with the players to implement a system that they have never played before, more likely, right? Cool. But then why have these games with players that you have no chance of picking?
I mean, so you're telling me these players don't have no chance? I mean, some of these players must have a chance. This is why he's giving them opportunities, giving them these games to prove him otherwise. Nikhil Ellis has done well, and he's not the only one.
And that's what BM said. BM says Nikhil Ellis, a.k.a. Bashi, goal and assist for the Reggaeboyz in the 2-0 win over Martinique. Ball chat, this youth is a general. He plays for Reading FC. Same thing you just said, Benton. Or you were alluding to. And I think there's something to what BM says. I think there's something to it. I think there's something to Rudolph Speed needed to create a friendly atmosphere, a friendly bubble around the Jamaican football. And you keep Craig Butler as far away as possible with that needle from that bubble and create this space where you can bring in some players and say, look, you're already tied to Jamaica, right? You can come in for 2 games. You can come in for a maximum of 2 games and have an opportunity to go to the World Cup. That should be the easiest sell to the 30 and the 32-year-old footballer in England or in Italy that was holding on to hopes to play for the national team, but that fell through because they're about 30 now. They're too old. But they still have Jamaican papers or Jamaican citizen passport. Then Rudolph Speed need to create that friendly space where that player now can feel comfortable coming into the system. Right? I don't think he has the time to do that. So what he has to do now is build contingencies out there. So he plays these games and say, boy, just in case player X don't turn up, I had player X slotted to play in this position. Let me see if we can find an alternative over here. So.
Well, I
There's
mean, that would
something
be
to
a
that.
sensible approach. You know what? I mean, why not? That would be something that any common sense coach would do. Any smarty
But
with
here the
common sense would do.
But you want to hear the messed up part?
What?
They play New Caledonia on March 26, right? When they show up, they being Rudolph Speed preferred squad. The squads that they picked for showcase or tryout, not tryout, but the caps over the last couple games, those players will be more acclimatized to the system and ready to execute that system, whatever it may be, versus these new players coming in and have to learn something during 2 weeks of training camp. And the question now will have to become, is it best to use the local players that you were able to train right now versus bringing in someone that have never been sat under Rudolph Speed's tutelage? Which one would you prefer? It's a risk reward, it's a gamble, you know. But which one do you think is a smarter pick? Stick with the players that you have right now that are majority local and USL and whatever, or you go for the big guns and you don't have any time to develop them into playing a certain system that you want to play.
You've already tried the big guns and it failed. And it got you to the playoffs. Well, it didn't fail, but you're in a playoff. Ideally, you want a preparation thing to be able to have players in. Let's see, you get a week of practice, a week camp. Before that, when is the FIFA window?
March 26th. Is that weekend when Jamaica play?
And when is the last Premier League game, so to speak?
Let me tell you one second.
You know, because Rudolph Speed said something very important. I think that I don't know if it stood out to you in the interview with Tracy, Oral Tracy.
Right.
He said that probably one of the first criteria for players that he's looking for is players who want to play for Jamaica.
How do you determine that? Well, go ahead, finish.
Yeah, who's passionate and to kind of put words time. But his main thing is people who really want to run out and run through a brick wall for the country and for this purpose, for this mission.
Right.
All right. And maybe he's already found the core of those players that he's looking for. And he's looking to just supplement with a few English players or English-based players. We're not going to see a wholesale, I think, we're not going to see a wholesale England or foreign-based starting 11 in these games against, the game against New Caledonia and then the DR Congo game, if they make it. I don't expect that. I expect these friendly games he's using to flesh out his core, his base players, and then he will add in a couple players here or there to help the group further. I could be totally wrong. But I think that he has a general idea based on these two games of his core players that he's looking to run with to this game against New Caledonia. And Rene Simoes spoke about restoring the Jamaican DNA of the Reggaeboyz.
He was right.
And I think this is what Rudolph Speed is looking to do. Restore that.
Right.
And then supplement with a couple. So I don't expect 11 so-called man from Kokana for run out against New Caledonia in March.
And I share that same sentiment. However, you do realize it will be playing with fire, right?
Yeah, but we already have played with fire and we get burned. I mean, at the end of the day, what more you play with the so-called fancy players, and this is what he got you.
Yeah, but you can't get extra crispy. You can't get toasted.
Yeah. If once you burn up, Junior.
No.
You
We
burn.
can go more. BM says, remember, Speed is inexperienced at the international level. Also, he doesn't get along with some of the players. BM, you cannot call the man a local coach.
I mean,
Rudolph Speed has said eloquently in the past, he's not a local coach. So, no. Sorry. As for getting along with the players, it's not personal for him, it's business. And he's
yes.
going to tell the players them, it's business, it's not personal. So come in, and if you make it to the World Cup, if you had dreams of playing for Real Madrid and then place them, here is Jamaica giving you that opportunity, that platform. Go ahead and take it.
Yeah, and I mean, and he did highlight some of the things that he felt that not just the desire of play for the country, is like the CM mission. You want to go World Cup, and you see the World Cup as a platform to market your product, your brand as a player. AKA, you get a better contract with your club because you know, say, I am a World Cup baller.
Yep.
And the JFF has a mission to make the World Cup, of course, we make more money. So you, both of us, the JFF, and I am the JFF representative as in Speed, in this conversation, said, look, we have the same objective. We want to make more money. You want to brand your brand by going to the World Cup and making more money. So can we work together to achieve the same objective? You might not like me, and I might not like you, but can we work together to get the same objective?
Yeah. Well said.
And I think that's what, and I could be totally wrong, but I think that's what I gather from him in that interview with Oral Tracy. Will it work? It's only 2 games, as you say. Well,
ain't no choice. I mean, and it's the beauty about it. You never sit down there and marinate. Just run in, do the job, take for yourself, go World Cup. Simple.
If
Simple
you lose
as
the
that.
game to New Caledonia, take one yourself immediately. If you win the game against New Caledonia, you say, all right, boom, bam, DR Congo. And you go in the final game and you let the chip fall where they may. Because one thing DR Congo will be worried about is failure to deliver. DR Congo will be worried about failure to deliver. They will go in that game as an overwhelming favorite. And this is a team that has done quite well for the last few years in AFCON. And, they're on the cusp of something great. And that moment means that now they're in the spotlight and they will have to deliver for the millions of Congolese fans who've expecting this. And all you have to do as the Reggaeboyz is be there ready to latch on opportunities when it's given. Because DR Congo will give you opportunities.
After beating New Caledonia.
If you beat New Caledonia. If you beat New Caledonia first. Because New Caledonia can use the same language against the Reggaeboyz that Reggaeboyz looking to use against DR Congo. Because Reggaeboyz will go in the game against New Caledonia as overwhelming favorite. New Caledonia will say, all right, brethren, we not supposed to there, so we know them did hype about going to the World Cup. All we have to do is be there ready to latch on to those opportunities when they present them.
Yeah.
And so...
And dog name was supper. So we're going to do a watch along. Golly, if Jamaica don't beat New Caledonia and beat them convincingly, I don't know, Rasta.
Yeah. So we cannot look ahead, but I think, and I want to emphasize, I just think that these players that Rudolph Speed play matches with right now will make up the core of his team.
So like in my earway.
You know what? We leave that one there over there, so we leave that one there. All right, Jamaican Premier League results, Junior. We could take a look over there, so because we need to go where we had. Dumbo holding 4-2 over Treasure Beach, and Harborview dropped the soap and ended up with a 2-2 draw with Montego Bay United. Montego Bay United ended up with a red card. Junior, I mean, Harborview could use those 3 points.
Need a new coach again.
Harborview could use those 3 points. Jaja. In the standing, Harborview remains in the bottom, 2 points. Well, no, remains in 13 possession. Can we call Spanish Town Police just like Wolves?
Yeah.
Treasure Beach sitting close to the edge.
So, same question, but actually, because we're not seeing we're not seeing the table you have up.
All right, table is up now.
Hold on, go to the link, YouTube link. Question: do you think Harborview can right the wrong and steady the ship? So Harborview is 2 points behind Treasure Beach. Yo, but Spanish Town Police goal difference. Jesus.
Minus 44 goals.
And Dean Kelly just signed. Oh, Lord of mercy.
All right, you know what? That for read squaddy. Because me see what them do at the road with people. In fact, they have a goal difference of 5,000. Hey, I think this is the get back to squaddy. This is getting back a squaddy. and we have to talk about Lucian Anderson. Oh my goodness. This another person gone down by the police. We don't know for what I'll go on over there, but Spanish Town Police forget Bata Bros. Goal wise, goal score in Premier League, not in Jamaican Premier League. I'm sorry.
Yeah, careful,
not. We love the police and we respect the police and want them to, say.
We love the real peace officers, the good police.
We love the police, the peace officers, and we want them to do the work.
The good ones.
Officer Simone, big up yourself. She had do some good work out the road.
Yeah, BM says I need to apply for the Harborview job. I can't do any worse.
I think they have the right man, Teacher say he will come in. The teacher changed the culture at Lenworth Teacher High Junior.
What?
How long will you give Lenworth Teacher High an opportunity to change the culture?
He will never change the culture, yeah. I think he's going to fail at changing the culture. So I'm not giving him any time. I think he's going to fail before that.
Okay.
That answer your question?
No, I think they will stay up. I mean, the fact that Treasure Beach went through all that. Yeah, Treasure Beach. I'm not gonna say it, but I think they will stay up. Harborview will stay up. I can't see the Premier League without Harborview.
Me neither. I couldn't see the Champions League without Manchester United. So
Yeah,
1, 2, 3, 4. We're not count.
I think Harborview will stay up.
So who you putting in there? Who you putting in their place? Mullines, Treasure Beach, Tivoli?
Mullines is a perennial relegation battle team, so they know how to survive. Every year is the same thing. This team live around the 10th, 12th, and 11th place. That I'm with them. So then they've been in that battle so many times, so they know what to do. I fear for Treasure Beach.
Yeah. You say other teams see stress, them see home. Treasure Beach now. Yeah. Treasure Beach shall go home.
But we're not gonna put them in a relegation because they're not in there. But the problem at Harborview is management. If that doesn't change, then the culture won't change. And that's what BM says.
But But the problem with that, what BM just said, is that they already changed the manager, I think, a couple times. So ain't nothing else them can do.
But I think BM probably I refer to like the administrative side of things. Because they have changed the coach so many times, right?
Right.
So while it was Mr. Vassal, now you have the teacher. So you know what? Hey, me hear someone had said Tapa in trouble over Mount Pleasant. Tivoli is playing Mount Pleasant tomorrow. If Mount Pleasant decides to get rid of Theodore Tapa Whitmore, I said, you know what? Hire Tapa so Tapa can save this team.
I'm sleeping on your fake story.
Yeah. So it's fake news. But we have seen Mount Pleasant let go Tapa before when we thought everything
Yes.
was cool. So it's not unusual,
Yes.
for them to go sideways. So BM says management
Yeah.
in terms of administration. Yeah.
I was started time to T-Gat.
Exactly. Yep. Exactly. Before we take ourselves, we have to send condolences to the baller. The family of Lucian Anderson, Arnett Garden General, Premier League General. Junior, I really don't know what happened. But this is former Arnett Garden star killed in alleged confrontation with police. That's the report that we're hearing from the Jamaican Observer. Again, I want to send condolences to the family, to his family,
Yeah.
and his friends and loved ones. I mean, Junior, I really don't. We have this. We have so many of these things happening at Jamaica. I can't.
But when the emotions start overflow, we have to be careful, because we might end up saying some things that
Yes.
don't know the truth. We don't know the truth about, and we don't know what are the ramifications if we say something that is inaccurate when it comes to a sensitive topic, as somebody losing their life, not tragically and suddenly losing their lives, right?
Yes.
So for me, I'm going to share the same thing with you, the same exact words for you. Condolence, reaching out to the parents and the family of the baller, and let the legal team take its course, and hopefully we have the right coach. We can figure it out. Let me just put the right infrastructure. We can figure it out. Let me just put it that way. I'll put it that way, because it said it's a confrontation with the police, and a vehicular confrontation with the police. That could mean so many things, Benton. So many things. I don't want to touch it. I don't want to touch it.
Yeah, we wait
BM
for
said,
more details. But at the end of the day, we know the fact is that Lucian Anderson is no longer with us. Another life gone, and it's it's one of those things where Jamaica, we have to figure out a way resolve some of these things.
yeah, it resolve it and keeping the integrity and the citizens' faith in the system.
Yeah.
Help the citizens maintain faith in the system, because and big up DY. DY said Jamaica losing too many youths to violence. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and me also me tired of it too, because I think a part of me too is like me tired of say RIP. Me tired of RIP. Me tired of saying it. Of course, me know I do it because we don't have no, me not have no other words or any sort of moment for express, but it's just tiring after a while. We need to find some solutions to these things.
There's so much things to find solution to.
Yeah,
Where do
yeah.
you
There's
where
so
do you
many things, but
start?
life trumps all. The saving of life and preserving liberty and life trumps all, and them, and a lot of things kind of connect to that. But as a system, we have to figure out a way to elevate how to protect life, and I think Jamaica sometimes we not treasure and value life enough, and it's not unique to Jamaica. It's globally, all the things are going out the road.
Yeah, regardless of
Yeah,
socio-economic
yeah,
structure and with the health of the socio-economic
yeah.
market, there's still there's still a lot to be done from a humanity perspective. And
That's
like I
that.
said, I agree with you. Tyler said RIP, and it also quickly becomes cliche. It quickly becomes something else. Who was it? I'm not trying to remember a similar story, but it's kind of slipped my mind. But like DY said, we just need for the better, brother. And
Yeah,
it's sad. It's sad that we as parents can think that we are doing our best, but then the system still come in and the infrastructure still come in and just sweep your legs from underneath you.
yeah, man.
And
It's a,
I don't think we'll ever know the full circumstances of that story.
yeah. You never know. Say um, I think the better part of BCN Sports shared a video with us, and I don't know if you saw the video, and I
Okay.
think the video was alleging the actual body of the baller, Mr. Anderson, and it's not something that's unique to this moment, to this individual. I've seen it too many times where when someone dies, the dash not truck back, or the way we just dash a body or in a truck back. Sometimes I say, no sir, come on. Let's have some little bit of
Like I
I
said, you have a
say
lot of
integrity, but little bit of tact where we deal with the remains of someone else. Whether I'm a thief or a gunman or whatever. We have some level of, because that's somebody else's child, that's somebody else's relative, that's somebody else, and the family need to get. We throw them in a chunk back or pick up back, like say just yo move up boy, dash him in the sun, and just because I
yeah.
mean me wouldn't like to see squaddy something happen and that get done to anyone else. So yeah.
Yeah, I remember Portmore police to come pick up a youth and it was a Corolla, a police Corolla come up in a my little park. We call it park, or we call it cul-de-sac. Or the little Corolla come up in a my cul-de-sac. And I like 4 police officers and then pick up a youth and throw him in the trunk of the car and lock the car. Lock the trunk of the car and carry him gone to go process him. Now, I say that, and it probably sound funny to some people, but this was in 1997, 96, around them time now. And fast forward 30 years, it's still happening. It's still happening. So, the infrastructure, the mentality, the mindset, everything have to change. It is everything have to. It's almost like you need a new country.
Yeah, yeah. No, according to the newspaper, the Observer, I think the Gleaner said they use the same language. during a confrontation with police, and this stood out to me. All right, so what normally, and you can correct me here. Normally, we hear like if someone die in a shootout, it's stipulated in the article. It communicated in the article said person die in a gun battle with police. So when I heard the term confrontation, that tells me, I don't know if you tell the same thing. It's like a man I try fight squaddy or fight police.
Yes, that's what it is.
That's how it is. All right. And I asked, come on, say, what go on? Jamaican police don't have tasers.
Body cam? Oh, taser.
We don't use tasers a yard. Because if a man a fight police, we can't tase him. If a man a fight police, I don't necessarily know if you're supposed to end up dead. Because I think me hear a similar thing. What day where a youth, I must say a madman down a St. Elizabeth somewhere, and he end up dead. And in that incident, them say the police report say him come out of the house rushing them with a machete. No, the people them tell him say him is a madman. I mean I sit down and say wait. So he's a madman, clearly cognitively him don't know him at all. So but him end up dead. So police don't have tasers at Jamaica Junior. That's my question. We can't tase nobody. Or is that too much?
They don't have tasers. They do have tasers, but that's too much.
That is too much. Okay.
That's too much. I remember some people join police force the bus gun, you know.
It's just because I heard, and again, when I saw this, it's a confrontation. So to me, it's a fight. And me not say, how a man no fight police and end up just dead.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess.
Right.
I guess some people say once you touch squaddy, you feel dead.
I not only that, you brought up something about the social media, not social media, about the phone piece, and it becomes too normal.
Yeah, man.
It becomes too normal, and I have to catch myself too, because when we get them videos, some graphic videos, we watch them. I'm like, wow, look on that, and then I think to myself one idea, and I'm like, what am I watching for? What is it that I'm celebrating? What is it that I'm getting out of it? And seeing a body react a certain way, in the back, and then it go from the back of my mind to the front of my mind that, yo, you just watch somebody die. It's not a movie. It's not a prop. This person that you just watched died is not coming back. Right? And I've never sat down and processed that information that way. So now imagine the 19-year-old, the 18-year-old, the 17-year-old, the 16-year-old, 15-year-old minds, the adult teenage minds, and them sit down and watch all of this content, all this content,
Yeah,
all
man,
this
you're
content, all this content.
desensitized to it.
Yeah, and then them now go turn, some of them go turn police,
Yes.
some of them go turn criminal. How is DY said we just need better leaders. BM says Jamaican police have no respect for citizens unless you are from uptown. Look how they treated the national baller Corey Burke recently. They put him in a truck back like a covered criminal. Listen, Corey Burke look like a brother when did I get trouble? Yo, sometimes stop just taking get trouble, brother. I'm joking. But I'm serious in that way.
Yeah. It's just, and with the show, it's just, this speaks to larger issues where, if it's take one-on-one interaction. Because a part of, maybe it's just naivety for me. It no matter where you go in the world, when you see a Jamaican, there's this connection. Yo, Yardy, and it could be a squaddy from Jamaica will say, yo, I Yardy that, and you can always connect. But it seems like once we're on the island, sometimes we just have this low regard for one another. When we're outside, we have high regard. We say, yo, I Yardy, love. But when we dip on Iraq together, it's just different. Me did a market yesterday, and me run to some Jamaican, and we did a talk all day and just a laugh, and it's always been the same when we meet Jamaicans globally. But when we're there at Jamaica, maybe at the temperature is just something. It's just some maybe a hot patty them we eat. Just some.
I went to tell you that it's the vacation syndrome.
Yeah.
And what I mean by
true.
that is,
True. Yeah, true. True.
we live in Atlanta, in the Atlanta area. We interact with people differently in our community because of the natural fear. But when we step out and go to a different country, like, and there's context to this, but it's a good reasoning. Wow. Sometimes, a ball chat BCN, sometimes we just sit down and have a reasoning and just have a Mets. I mean, just record the Mets. And you never know, this might help some people heal or something. So we just have the Mets. Backside. Yo, we here in our community and we interact with people differently. I go to Publix, I interact with people differently. But then when me go to Jamaica or me go up on vacation somewhere, the same white man, when me look, hey, look, I'm sorry if YouTube strike the video. It is what it is. Every white person when me look at, I think is a Trump supporter. And with that belief of him being a that person being a Trump
treat
supporter,
him differently.
comes with a different side type of approach, right?
No, it's an animosity, it's an angry. You want both.
Right.
You want done.
However,
it's preconceived, you know.
When we're there on vacation, I want to look at white brother. Oh, yo, look for Frank. He doesn't have a good time. Oh, give up. Come here, Frank. Yeah, yeah. You drink white? Yeah, I drink this. I hug up and and you never know this person might have the same feeling, but he hate the skin, the color of his skin. But just because he's in that place of mental, it's not solidarity, but it's a mental peace. It's like in a mental state of just calm. You forget about all the negativity.
Yeah. All the stressors of the society.
And the same thing with Jamaica.
Yeah.
Because when you see some KFC line and see some people are acting like KFC line, you know.
Yes.
But the same people them go to embassy and stood up in the embassy line well longer than KFC line. But they cool.
Yeah, and probably this kind of even translate to the police reaction too, because the stress
it does
of the society put everybody on high alert, put everybody on guard. Police squaddy always have him hand on him trigger ready. I go high low. Last time I did Jamaica, we were on down at Liga. I think at Liga square most of them. And I must about 6 o'clock in the evening or 7 o'clock in the evening. So I go in there to go buy some things, and I walk on the side of the building and I go around to enter. And there's a security guard or police. I don't know what he is, but he might guard the place. And this brother have him hand on him trigger, so have him hand ready. I say, because now if me they come around the corner like too fast now, me get wet up,
Yeah.
And I am saying like, yo, I just supermarket with the brethren, But me don't know about this brother experience because he might try to go home to feed him family. And him now go make no man really run up on him a certain way. So it seems like the notion is almost like, we press trigger first and ask questions later. Because the way me come around the corner, I almost startled him and him already have him things cock ready for it. I say.
Huh? But I look for the beryllium man them.
Yeah. Yep.
You can imagine you can imagine you now. Imagine you. Not you, but let's say somebody.
Yeah, in general, just a general individual. Yeah.
Somebody would I go to Jamaica for a while. You just go to Jamaica for a while, but you feel comfortable enough when you want to rent a car. And you rent a car, you drive down. And you're going to make a mistake and turn right.
Yeah.
But you instead of on the left lane, you going on the right lane. And it's a beryllium truck. A brother come out of a beryllium truck with the bag. They must see your car come.
Yeah.
No questions asked.
Yeah. Societal
So
stressors. Yeah, man.
them little scenario is
Yeah.
so those are things where we know. And then when we talk to the people over there in Jamaica, they might wonder what wrong with me. They might say, "Yo, that that's a regular thing. You just don't do the foolishness." But what about you have school shooting and you have all them something? And me, I see all things, but me think I'll be more stressed in Jamaica than I'm here. Me can't handle here, so me can't handle on this. So. But they
Yeah,
must
it's just.
say,
I think adaptation. People in each
that too,
environment just.
that too.
Cause
But
my cousin said to him, say, yo, said to me, say, idiot, we are hype up a run grow in the corner for. Just take your time and walk.
yeah.
You know, so me just excited because we are run going here, so it's next thing you know,
Careful.
say you see a man get slapped with a Liga in the plaza for a bomb rush squad.
Let me tell you about Bridget in Africa, the man catch malaria every year. So
Yeah.
what? So yeah, we catch it every year in Africa, man. It's like the flu. Like, God damn.
Yeah.
I same thing. So,
Same
yo, at the end of the day, Jamaicans, we just need for do better. We need for do better. And
Yeah, my
the
wife, big up wifey. Wifey always said to me, she's non-Jamaican. I mean, I don't want nobody come ask me no question about this.
yeah,
She said to me, always said to me, said, why? She always have this perception of Jamaica as a love. Because that's the image. Jamaica is love. One love. Love we are dealing with.
yeah.
She listen reggae music and she's like, yo, I love. So when she now travel to Jamaica and see the vibes and Jamaicans are going on so with one another, she said, what? She have an image where she prepared of Jamaica was a love. Like, we just had deal with love. Because when she go in a juicy beef store, go buy a patty and place a order and then people are bomber shots. She said, but this is not loving. You know? So she know total mindset. Because when she now go to Jamaica, she know have to put on a different persona than when she have preconceived. Because
Yeah.
she now realize, when she go in a certain store, it's gotta be a certain type of vibes. And I mean, I say,
You mean when you're up on the North Coast versus when you're there in our country.
why she not going on North Coast? We are going bush.
Yeah, but yeah, I go North Coast.
We're
man,
not
I
going
think.
to Cherry Gardens and your
Cherry
fancy
Gardens.
place. We don't have them
Cherry
type of living
Gardens.
there.
Yeah, go up all inclusive hotel, man.
Yeah, but no, you go already. You have to we love when we feel like. That is absolutely right. Fabi Frano, big up yourself. Exactly. This is true. I think that sums it up in a nutshell. We love when we feel like. So, our selective love. You have uptown love, downtown love. So it's just...
You know, if you have an uptown vibe to your downtown people and treat you away, and if you have a downtown vibe to your uptown people, treat you away.
Yeah,
If you
man.
have a downtown vibe to you're good at downtown.
Yeah, man.
If you have an uptown vibe to you're good at uptown. Yo, them thing that. Yo, I love Jamaica, but Ice, you hear me the Ice? We never pick me up,
Junior,
you know.
don't do it. Don't
What do
do
you mean
it.
by don't do it? If they ever pick me up, nobody say me go to Jamaica, man.
Well, them not send you to Jamaica. They must send you somewhere else. Of El
Send me go
Salvador.
Nicaragua, or send me go.
El Salvador, everybody must send you to.
Right. But it's me too big. Me go El Salvador, they might treat me like the Jolly Green Giant.
No, man. Then we say.
El
Then
Salvador people
we
smart.
say, then we slim him down.
Yeah.
Yo, give thanks, Lucian Anderson. Indelible mark. Man, gone
Yeah.
home to the ancestors. Sadly. Rest in power, family. Rest in power. Man left a Barca. You don't know we we all sat down and watch him roll ball over on it. And this is not, I mean, just talk about his life. Means a ball game define who he is as an individual. Because ball game was just a part of who he is, you know. So, I hate that, you know. Time for go my yard. We have to left on a sad note, but we don't know how it go already. Time for go my yard.
Yeah.
Rest in power, family. Big up to all those. Make sure to subscribe, smash the like button, subscribe, smash the like button. The likes are important to get the content out to other audience. You don't know how the algorithm work, you know. Don't know. 55 years old, Junior.
And taken away unnecessarily.
55 years old. Lucian Anderson. Gone too soon, General.
Legend. Gone too soon.
Gone too soon. Yo, gone out yard, you know. Look more. Wait, before you say later, make sure you turn on your audio. Gone out yard. Audio just on, Junior. You can see you later now.